Hello, I'm Michael Glass from the FXcast Market Analysis team. This is our FXcast Market Analysis trading plan. In each of our videos, we try to identify high probability trading setups. We'll evaluate the gold chart to see if there's any leading sentiment. We will create a low volatility watch list, an inside bar watch list, and we'll review the economic calendar to see if there are any releases that could affect our open and new trades. As always, please send your comments and feedback to analysis@fxcast.com. As always, we are starting off with the gold daily chart. And what's important about the daily chart here for gold is we've been talking about this consolidation range for obviously about a month. And we told you to watch these wicks. So even though we had a resistance line here, we saw the 20 moving average, we saw our downtrend line, and we said watch these wicks. If we can get above these wicks, that's where we're going to make a move. And you can see over the past 2 days, we have finally made our move up here to the 20 moving average. I'm just looking at this little gap up here that we have back in August, and that matches up again with our wicks. Of course, gold is liquid, and so you have to have a wider stop, but you can see we broke through that, and we have continued to make our move up here to the 50 moving average. On our 1 hour time frame, we can see this 1 hour really took up a big part of that move, and then it continued, and now we're consolidating a little bit. So as long as 1700 can hold up with this volume support, we can make that run up to the 50 moving average, potentially even 1766, which is the top end of our next range. But we'll have to see if this move can continue. Now with strong gold, what's interesting is we'll see that many of our other currency pairs pretty much are moving right along with it. Now the euro dollar made the move first, and here gold is catching up later. But you can see we ran up and tested our resistance area that we've had in here on the daily chart of 1.397. And now we're starting to pull back a little bit, and we'll have to see if the 50 moving average will hold up here as support. Where we're located right now on the daily chart is this little swing high here. You can kind of see the wick here. You can see the wick here and here. Well, that is basically where the price action is right now. So we may find again some support in here at the 50 moving average where we are right now. We can see on the 1 hour time frame that we are in a neutral zone right now. We drew in a little channel here. You can see that it acted as resistance here. Ever so slightly, the dollar is in control. We got a little divergence there, which is what caused our price action down. We can see the euro is moving sideways while the dollar is trending lower. However, the dollar is starting to head up just a little bit, which again is while the dollar is in control in this pair, we see a little pullback. But we're in a neutral zone. We're also putting in sort of an inside bar right now. We have the resistance at 1.39. We'll see if we'll have the support put in. And right now we're kind of hanging out neutral on our indicator. Looking at the pound dollar, hasn't quite made it all the way up, but it was also kind of late to the move, and it moved up higher here, sort of testing the 50 moving average. Look at the volume though. The volume on this is just kind of just hanging out here, even as we pushed higher. This one is ever so slightly in the sell zone. And this one also shows the dollar being in control. A little bit more divergence, which brought us this big move down here. We'll be interested in this 1.59. We've had this on here for a while. You can see how valid this is, how often it is tested. So if we do pull back, it'll be interesting to see if we bounce here. Dollar, again, trending lower with a little move up. And the pound, ever so slightly, is trending higher. Once again, we're in a neutral zone. Finally, for the pound dollar franc, we can see the 200 and the 50 moving average acting as support here. As we got this 4-day move, we're kind of putting in some inside bars, some sideways action. So we want to watch two things: 0.8923 to see if we run back up here to the 20 moving average and our uptrend line. We also want to watch these wicks. If we can get above these wicks, for our aggressive traders, there is a breakout trade there above 0.885. But overall, we can see we're below our long-term moving average. We're ever so slightly in a buy zone. The dollar is in control, which would allow this to move higher. But we can see the nice uptrend here on the franc and just a recent up move here on the dollar. And once again, we are in neutral. As we come to today's watch list, first we have our low volatility watch list, which is our 1 hour time frames using Bollinger Bands. However, today we don't have any candidates. For our inside bar candidate, this is watching today's range as compared with yesterday, Wednesday, comparing back to Tuesday. And yes, we have the dollar Canadian. Today's range for the dollar Canadian is inside of Tuesday. So we mark the high and low of today's range, and we watch for a break. We do have some market movers here for our economic calendar. We've got the economic sentiment for the European Union and money supply, a distributive trade here for the pound. But look at the GDP here down for the States, and of course jobless claims. So there's definitely some things that can move the market. Kansas City Fed. So there definitely are some impact releases that will move the market that we need to be prepared for. We would like to thank you for watching our FXcast market analysis. As we continue to improve and make adjustments so that you're getting value from our videos, we want you to take the time to give us feedback, give us comments, send us questions about what you would like to see in our videos, and you can send those comments and feedbacks to analysis@fxcast.com, or you can post to our daily forum. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.